Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another Streetwear Talk video, the series where I cover the latest streetwear releases, I cover the latest streetwear news, and of course in the series, well, we just talk about anything to do with streetwear. In tonight's video, I'm going to be covering an upcoming release. What release am I going to be covering? Well, I'm going to be covering Derschutze's upcoming Painter version 4 Varsity jacket drop. You heard me right, guys. To some, this might be one of the best releases that they could do because it's a new version of their Painter graphic and it's a new Varsity jacket, which I gotta say, from what I've seen so far, Derschutze has been knocking it out of the park when it comes to these Varsity jacket releases. They've been absolutely crazy every single time. Now, how we're going to cover this drop today, we'll be covering the release details, the drop time and date, and the lookbook of some models wearing the jacket. We'll be using all the details that I got sent from the newsletter they sent out via email. Let's head on over there now and start covering the release details for this Varsity jacket drop. And here we are at my email address. I mean, if you put in your email on their website, you get the exact same newsletter as me. So if you want to stay up to date, that would be the best way to do so. This release will be releasing on the 14th of March, 6 p.m. CET time, which is equivalent to 6 p.m. in Berlin, London at 5 p.m, New York at 1 p.m, and Ottawa at 1 p.m. Now, there has been some time zone changes in New York and Ottawa, so if you are a little bit confused from those two areas there, head on over to the Derschutze website and they have a counter counting down to the time when you can actually, when that release actually drops, when you can start picking up the pieces. So yeah, if you have any further questions regarding the drop, just leave them in that comment section below. Now, what are we going to be getting in this drop? Just one piece, but still a pretty significant one. We're getting the Painter version 4 Varsity jacket. It's coming in a brown color, but when I scroll on down, I mean, maybe it's just me, maybe it's my screen, but that doesn't look brown to me. But anyway, it says brown. It's going to have front, back, and sleeve embroidery. It's going to have vegan leather for the arms, and it's dropping for 178 euros there. Now, the item is a limited pre-order and will be shipped within 3 to 4 weeks after ordering. So I'm assuming they will have a limit of amounts of Varsity jackets that can be ordered, and once that limit has been hit, it'll close down and say it's sold out, and then it'll take 3 to 4 weeks for them to produce the quantity that they have set. That's how I'm assuming they're going to be handling this drop here. So you definitely want to get in early if you want to secure one of them, because I mean, I don't know which sizes are going to sell out the quickest. Probably the sizes in the middle of the sizing spectrum, so like the mediums or larges, but you never know. They could make less 2XLs than XLs, and they could make less smalls. Again, if you really want the piece, I would not hesitate. I would be there at the drop time, ready to pick it up. Now, of course, the only photo that we get to get showcased to us in the letter isn't exactly a good idea of what we're getting. So we're also going to check out the lookbook as well, just to see how this piece looks on body. So let's go check it out. Let's see how the Painter version 4 Varsity jacket has turned out. And here we are here, guys, at the lookbook. I'll link it down in the description section below if you guys want to check it out. But this will be our best look at the Varsity jacket. Now, it said brown, but I'm really not seeing it. Like, I'm seeing a slight brown tint in the buttons, but the main centerpiece still doesn't look brown at all to me. It doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things, but maybe it's just the brown inside of this graphic on the side here, but it looks black to me. Anyway, here is a good showcasing of how the front of the Varsity jacket looks. We've got white leather arms, we've got embroidered branding down on the right hand side, and then a big graphic on the left here of like a half finished painted drawing over here, or painted picture. Scrolling on down, we get a showcasing of how the back looks. It has the full brand name in an arcing text along the shoulder line, and then another half painted picture. I gotta say, this graphic they're using for this Varsity jacket isn't the strongest graphic I've seen. It does fit the painter theme, I suppose, because look, you have half finished letters, half finished paintings, so it does sort of work there, but the other Varsity jackets have enticed me a little bit more than this one has. The fit looks really nice of it though. Nice width, nice length, at least on this model at least. We can obviously see that there is still a large amount of detail being put into this Varsity jacket as well, because it's not like a print or anything like that on the wool. This is all embroidered, so there is still a lot of detail going into this piece, even though to me it's just not hitting me as much as, you know, previous Varsity jacket releases. We can see a graphic over on the left arm there. We get a better showcasing of how the Varsity jacket looks from a distance there. Yeah, that's the little graphic that we're going to see on the arm there, which looks to be a palette with a bunch of different paints on it and some paintbrushes. So that also works with the whole painter graphic theme there. There it is there. That's a better photo, giving us a better idea of how it looks. Yeah, it's good, but it's not hitting the same as other Varsity jacket releases, like the Asteroids one, the Whales one. Yeah. Like, it's like I would still wear something like this. I still would pick something like this up, but I'm not anywhere near as enticed as previous releases. Maybe you feel differently. As I said, we're all going to have different opinions. Maybe you think this is like awesome. Maybe you're collecting all the Derschutze Varsity jackets and this is like the next one you need. But for me, looking back at it now, I'm more bummed out that I missed out on the Asteroids one and the Whales one and stuff like that, like those jackets there. This one though, I could easily do without, but hey, again, maybe you feel differently about it. I would love to know how you feel about this release now that we've covered, you know, the release details, the lookbook, everything like that. Is it a hit for you? Is it a miss for you? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the Painter version 4 Varsity jacket down in that comment section below. But that's everything there really is to cover about this upcoming Derschutze release, guys. It's releasing Monday, the 14th of March, 2022. It's releasing at the standard drop times for most of the regions. Depending on, you know, your region, though, it may drop slightly differently. It's releasing for 178 euros. I could do without this one. I did buy some undercover recently, so I'm not going to be spending money on any clothing anytime soon. But yeah, I don't know. This one wasn't doing it for me as much as past releases, but if you are looking to pick this jacket up, if you are securing it, I'd love to hear, you know, why, and if you are looking to pick one up, please let me know what you're really drawn to about this piece and why you're deciding to pick it up down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to cover further upcoming Derschutze releases, you got to give me the 3 indicators I'm always asking for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and the best indicator of all, which is a subscribe to the channel. We're trying to aim for a new subscriber milestone this month of 3,285 subs. Hopefully, with your guys' continuous support, we can reach that milestone before the end of March. That's all I gotta say about this Painter version 4 Varsity jacket. It's okay. Not one of their best releases, but you can't have hits every single time. Keen to see what they release in the future though. Good luck to all you guys out there that are looking to pick up one though. I hope you do manage to pick one up in the size that you're after. But until the next Derschutze release, until the next drop list video, until the next Streetwear Talk video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.